Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Jumping in for a Good Gas Mondays check-in. I hope you're doing well. I hope July has started off on a positive note for you. I hope you're feeling inspired. I hope you're feeling encouraged. I hope more than anything else you're feeling brave enough to get up and pursue the goals that you have. I wanted to share something with you, a thought, because sometimes we forget the power of our thoughts. And if we are not careful, we think our way into more inertia, inactivity, underperformance, disappointment, and really stagnation. So if you're at this midpoint for 2022 and you are just not feeling it, right? You see half of the year gone and you're sad that you haven't done what you're supposed to do yet, but you're still just not energized enough to do what you know you're supposed to do. And maybe you still don't even have much clarity and precision about what you actually want to get done. I want to remind you of the power of thoughts. What is your most dominant thought right now? That's the question I want you to ponder for a little bit. What is your most dominant thought right now? So you may not be having the thought in this very second, but over the last couple of days, maybe for an entire week, what has that thought been? It's just harassing you. You know, you're going to your bed at night and that's the thought. You wake up in the morning and that's the thought. You're in conversation with somebody and this thought just come out of nowhere. You know, you're at work, you're supposed to be focusing on a particular task. This thought comes up. What has been your most dominant thought in the last few days? Is it a thought that has a positive charge? That's the next question. So we're doing a little bit of training in this video. It's going to be a short one, but I think it will be very useful for you to get your mind back in the game, right? Is it a thought that has a positive charge? If it is a thought that has a positive charge, do you notice how it makes your body feel, right? It releases the right kinds of chemicals through the entire body. You know, the mind feels excited, the body feels excited. Instead of feeling drained, you feel energized. Instead of feeling confused, you feel sure and certain. Instead of feeling worried, you feel positive anticipation. If the thought has a positive charge, instead of feeling like you're in danger, you start to feel safe. Instead of feeling like the world is coming to tear you down and everything is about to go wrong, you actually feel your abundance with you and you feel abundance approaching. That's what happens when your thoughts have a positive charge. Yes, Good Gas Mondays, right? So if your thoughts have a positive charge, it literally charges or gasses up your body in a positive way. It charges up the body in a positive way, right? Now, if your thoughts have a negative charge, then the opposite is what is happening to you. So check again, right? What has been my most dominant thought in the last couple of days? Is this a negatively charged thought? What does this negative charge feel like in my body? What does a negative charge feel like in my body? How is it affecting my mood when I'm supposed to be dealing with my children? This thought that produces a negative charge. How is it affecting my mind, the ability of my brain to focus, to come up with creative ideas, to respond intelligently when people ask me a question, to remember what I'm supposed to be doing in this moment and stop forgetting tasks and forgetting assignments and forgetting what I said I was going to write down. How does the thought affect your mind, this negatively charged thought? Right? And how is that negatively charged thought affecting your behavior, your actions? So after that thought comes, it does something to the brain, to the mind, yeah? It does something to your mood. It does something to your behavior and your ability to even take an action. If you have identified that thought, you can drop it in the comments, right? Let me know if you have identified that thought. And I will share with you what that thought has been for me in the last week. As many of you know, I lost in a very brutal way a friend of mine, friend that I have known for almost 5 years, because I met Doms, my photographer, when I was pregnant with Zia, right? So my very first photo shoot was when I was pregnant with Zia. I think I was about 3 or 4 months. And I've been working with Doms every year since then. So every year for 4 years, I've invited him to my house. to take photographs of me every single year. And then in between any event I have in is Dom's I book in, right? If Dom's not available, then I will book somebody else. But Dom's has been my first choice for a while. As I said, for 4 years. 4 years. I shouldn't say over, for 4 years. So my overwhelming thought in the last week has just been how unpredictable, unsafe, and unfair this world is, right? That thought has brought with it a negative charge. So that negative charge, I just finished my workout, so the sweat is forwarding. That thought has brought with it a very negative charge. The negative charge with my mood, because what's the point? Why are we going to even bother if things can just be wild and uncertain and, what's the point of it? That negative charge affected my mood in a negative way over the last week. Anybody who's been around me in the last week knows that my energy level has just been absolutely low, like my vibes broke because of those thoughts, right? The thought affected my mind. Could I remember the things I'm supposed to do? As much as I'm writing them down, sometimes the distance between the pen and the paper completely lose my train of thought. I don't remember what I was going to do. I get up from a chair and say I'm going for my phone, my laptop, my planner. And by the time I get up, I forgot, where was I going? What was I doing? What was the thought I had a while ago that prompted me to move? Was this something important? Boy, I feel like I did something important, I think about. But no, I can't remember. The thought, the dominant and overwhelming thought that I carried with me over the last week, negatively charged, unsafe, uncertain, unfair. And then, of course, when it's affecting the mood, vibration, your energy, it's affecting your mind, the ability to focus, to see clearly what you're supposed to do, then it's affecting the behavior. Because I can't even remember what I'm supposed to do, how am I going to do it, right? And it took a lot out of me. It took a lot out of me last week to catch that thought, right? To just catch it and make it captive to what Eckhart Tolle calls presence, right? Because whenever that thought came up, it gave me a wave of sadness, disappointment, anguish, regret, anger. And so I could not move past, this should not have happened. He did not deserve this. What will happen tomorrow? Are any of us actually safe in this world? Does it make sense to have a plan for the future? So I was not able to exist in my moment here, right? What I actually did have, the opportunities, the conversations, the relationships, the people who are still here, right? It was hard to hold on to what I actually had while thinking about what was lost or who was lost. And so for the hold, right? For the hold of last week, my predominant thoughts brought with them a negative charge, and that affected my mood, my mind, and my behavior. Now, I had work yesterday, right? Came back in, went out to a little beach spot, and allowed the waves to just, wash with the sound and the sea breeze, just kind of wash a new energy over me. And in that moment, I said, that for what you thought, the people who are showing up for you in the day, the process and habits that you need to honor and work on routinely through the day, the energy that you have to bring into your day so that people can see, meet, and support that energy, right? Because the right charge attracts the right kind of support, the right kind of tribe. Let me know if it's still freezing. I saw a couple comments a while ago. So just let me know if, smooth sailing from now on. So watch the thoughts. How I do that, and it's a practice I do every single day, but just to show you how you have to be consistent and disciplined with it. Because even when you do it every single day, there are gaps there, like moments in your life, things that happen to you, right? That take you off that rhythm and that pattern. Everybody who got a copy of my Success Farmers Guide in the first order, they also got one of these. It's a bookmarker, but it's also a bookmarker with 4 affirmations on it, because I know the power of a thought. I know the power of a dominant thought to either allow you to show up in your day powerful, courageous, sure, brave, compassionate, kind, wise, confident, when it has a positive charge, and the power of a thought to make you feel weak, defeated, uncertain, undeserving, unprepared. And if you don't deliberately cultivate a mind that only waters positively charged thoughts, you never can grab up the opportunities and own in a very decisive and confident way your life. Because the negatively charged thoughts compromise the quality of your life, compromise the quality of your decisions, compromise the quality of your relationships, compromise the quality of your actions. And so if we want to improve how we have been talking to other people, if we want to improve how we have been talking to ourselves, if we want to improve how we feel about ourselves, the level of confidence we have in who we are, if we want to improve the quality of the work that we're doing, the quality of the proposals we're writing, the quality of the speech that we're making when we're delivering an idea to people, you have to start by cultivating. So planting it, yeah, doing it 1 time, doing it 2 times, watering it, which is the daily showing up and the consistency, so that when you need it, it will show up for you. So I had an off week, and in that off week, while I was still showing up to do my morning routine, I wasn't processing the thoughts properly. So I was reading through them, but I wasn't stopping and really holding a meditation about those thoughts. If you're just joining me, I finished my workout a while ago, so you're going to see me sweating throughout the live. Big up the WellFit community and the WellFit Queen, Camilla McDonald. If you're not part of the WellFit family, please do join the WellFit Club. So yeah, I'm going to share with you 4 mantras. We call it morning mantras for all seasons. No matter what you're going through, there's a mantra in here for you. The first one says, the good in me brings good to me. The good in me brings good to me. And that really helps me to clarify that there is still good out there looking to find me. And if I refine and shine and polish up my goodness and my energy and my light and choose to display that every day, that other good, that other light, that other wellness and wealth of good energy is going to find me, because I have good in me. Doesn't matter what is without, doesn't matter what is around, doesn't matter what is in the world, there is good in me. And because there is good in me, it will bring good things to me. And I show up like I believe that. Another mantra is, I trust myself to make good decisions. This is particularly helpful for people who have made some mistakes that have led to some negative consequences, and know you're doubting whether or not you're smart, whether or not you're wise, whether or not you deserve the bad thing that happened to you, and bad will always happen because you just don't have any sense. And so you're choosing to believe that a bad decision makes you a bad person. A bad decision means that you have no wisdom. A bad decision means that you don't know how to make a good one. And this reminder, I trust myself to make good decisions, is reaffirming for the person going into an important decision to believe that they actually have the power to make a good decision here, right? I am smart. I am wise. I have made hard choices before. I have made big decisions before, and they paid off. Right? So I'm not this little person who life is just constantly happening to. I'm not this person that, always making bad mistake after bad mistake. If I sit down and write down some of the good decisions I'm going to make, mostly say I am somebody who can make good decisions. So I trust myself to make good decisions. Sometimes I'll make some mistakes, right? Based on the information I have, based on the level of courage and the quality of my thoughts, I will make a bad decision. But as soon as I come back to myself and recognize my true power, I know that I can trust myself to make good decisions. The other one, I am grateful for the abundance I have and the abundance on its way. This is a good quality thought in a time of scarcity. Is a good quality thought in a time when gas price arise, food price arise, P&R rise, electricity bill arise, taxi fare arise, everything arise, right? It is a good quality thought to plant when you feel like you don't have enough. Because when you show up in the world thinking that you don't have enough, you will settle when you really don't need to settle. Because you believe, say, Jesus Christ, this one pebble I get are the only pebble I ever get. So I'm just take that pebble here and go on with me and go. You will settle when you really don't need to. Because you just don't believe that there is more. So believing in abundance does not mean that things are not difficult, right? And the money short and can't stretch. It doesn't change the financial reality. What it changes is the mindset, the quality of the thought, changes the mind that you bring into dealing with your personal finances. The quality of the thought changes the mood that you bring to deal with your personal finances. The quality of the thought changes the behavior that you bring when you have to deal with your personal finances. And those high quality thoughts lead to high quality mind and mindset, high quality mood, high quality behavior. Then what you think you're going to get? High quality change and results. But the quality of the thought, it begins with the quality of the thought, because thoughts are powerful things. And the fourth one of my favorites, again, very useful for difficult circumstances. Nothing I go through is wasted. And so even in the valley, I will plant. This one, and if you look at even the graphic on the bookmark, you see the planting, right? And a little dip here. Yeah, we're trying to play around the concept of a valley. Hard times are going to come. Suffering is going to find you. Difficult people, difficult situations, difficult decisions, they are coming. In fact, they may already be here. If you are currently in what you would consider a valley, you can drop something in the comments and tell me. Difficult times are going to come. It's just going to come. I read earlier this year, I can't remember who said it, but the person said, we entered this world in blood. Many of us, if you didn't come through a C-section, we actually had to tear our way through another human being. We bust out in the world violently, right? So the way you entered the world came through a lot of strain and difficulty. The way you entered the world required you to be aggressive. Yes, if you were that kind of baby that had to, have to find your way through. And for those who couldn't find their way through, the doctor had to come there and, help a little bit, and, right? Mommy had to push a little bit. But we all came through blood. Yeah? The way you enter the world is very symbolic about the kind of world that you're coming into. It's not easy. You can be the goodest of goodies, and you're going to find somebody who wants to turn you over for no reason. No reason. Then just wake up and then just think, say, for spread a rumor you would have nice. For breach your trust and your confidence, would have just make them feel good right now. To block you from accessing an opportunity. Maybe just like that. It doesn't matter how good you are. It does not stop people from being who they are going to be. Your goodness will attract more good people to you, right? Because good are going to find good, right? But it doesn't mean that it changes other people. So you got in some valley. The valley can be a boss. The valley can be employees, because maybe you're the boss. The valley can be your financial situation. The valley can be a current health and physical wellness situation. But the valley are going to come. There are going to be some slow moments, some low moments, some hard moments, some disappointments, some losses. It are going to come, it are going to come, it are going to come. Now, what you don't want is for every valley to catch you off guard. Every valley will come, you're frightened. Every valley will come, you're vexed. Every valley will come, you want to come out. That's not how valleys work. And I think you've been in enough valleys to know that being vexed in the valley ain't going to take you out any sooner. Being frustrated and cussing the people who you think did make the valley in the first place, because they never make it, they could have dropped in it, doesn't take you out of the valley any sooner. Being upset about the person who tell you to go left when him should have tell you to go right, and I say your bucket to end up in the valley, doesn't change that you're in the valley. Deciding that I'm not going to forgive that person because they make me in the valley, don't change that you're in the valley. So if you want to waste time feeling how you want to feel about the valley, you can feel up your feels, right? Feel up your feels. Feel up your feels. But understand that does not move you out of the valley. So whenever you're ready to come out of the valley, you have to change the quality of your thoughts. Change the quality of your thoughts so that your mood, your mind, and your actions, even if you're in the valley, the vibration will change and be elevated. The charge over it will now be positive. And so the outcome, quality of the actions will lead to a particular outcome, can be positive, helpful, useful, growth-inducing. So me sitting in the valley, quarreling to me in the valley, doesn't inspire any high-quality mind, mood, or action to take advantage of a possible opportunity in the valley. My mind not in it, my mood not in it, and my behavior not in it. Become vexed, I'm miserable, I'm angry, I want to war somebody. And so I will not see or be able to do any kind of useful work planting in the valley. But you see, when you change your mind about the valley, I would not have been here if there wasn't something for me to learn. Someone look at every valley, every bad thing will happen. Every bad thing will happen. It would not have happened to me unless there was something for me to learn. Because every lesson when me learn already, me can't catch back and I see a mistake, Once me learn the lesson, me learn it, Some way I go on like we learn the lesson. We know the lesson, 1 + 1 is 2. But when I learn the lesson, say 1 + 1 are equal to 2, so you have to stop put 1 and 1 together. Right? You got to stop put 1 and 1 together if you don't want to. So you don't learn the lesson yet. But every lesson that I learn, I don't repeat those mistakes. Like to how I learn it, and to how the wisdom turn up, and to how the mental clarity and the discernment turn up in that particular area there, can't fool me. Like all if it come dressed up as wolf in a sheep clothing, to how I learn the lesson, I say all I smell it. So that sheep just smell like a wolf, I don't like what a wolf there I walk, I move a little too fast and sheep walk slow. And so I say, I don't really like how the wool cover a wolf there for it. It don't look like it fit. I see it to how I learn the lesson there. Me know how that wolf they look, and that wolf they can't fool me. That's how I know I've learned the lesson. Come in and make back the mistake there. Some mistake me only make one time. But if I have not learned the lesson, it's gonna find me again. I'm gonna end up back in the same valley. Coming by now, I'm gonna learn say this route I gonna carry me yourself. I'm not learn it yet. So the fact that I'm still dead, I'm still in there. Like I'm going there, I can't come out. It means I'm not learning it. That is a me problem. So what is me going to do about it? Change the quality of my thought around the situation. High quality thought about this now. What is this experience with suffering supposed to teach me? What is this supposed to teach me? What have I not yet learned that put me back in this position to not be able to be a good judge of character, to not be courageous enough to speak up for what I need, to not set a boundary and defend a boundary so people don't cross that line with me, to not set boundaries for myself to make sure that I am disciplined and consistent in a particular area. Well, me never learn to reach back, yes, so. Because until I learn it, I either will not move from this valley or may go come back and be a visitor to this very valley very soon. Those V's almost cost me my lip. I'm going to come back as a visitor to this very same valley very, very soon. And if me know me not like that valley, I have to learn the lesson, so I have to change the quality of my thought. Not them people over there say wicked. If they never do this, more reach us. So I not belong to become me a good smaddy. I'm a pray, I'm a tithe, I'm a fast, I'm a give tip to the poor. Me not deserve this. This is something wicked will happen to me. Why me? Why people stay so? And they can't take no more. But this last straw upon camel back. The valley don't care. Valley don't care who you think you are. Don't care who you think you are. Because if you were who you thought you were, you wouldn't end up here. So clearly you're not that person. Clearly you're not that person when you were making the decisions that brought you here. So what you're going to do to make sure that you're the person you think you are, the person that don't deserve this valley? I forgot to change the quality of the thoughts, quality of the mind, mood, and actions change as a result. The actions change, the direction where you're going to change. When the direction changes, the destination have to change. And it's just a law of nature. When I change what I do, it will carry me in a different direction. If I change direction, it will change my destination. That's nice, you know. If you know, say if I yes or me there in the valley, if I change the quality of decisions I'm making, I must left here so. I have to left here so. There's no other thing that can happen. I have to. In Jamaica, when people are saying have to, sometimes deliberately or mistakenly we type off to, O-F-T-O. And it's one of my favorite ways to use our patois. Off to. The direction and the destination off to change if you're changing the quality of the thought, which changes the mind, which changes the mood, which changes the behavior. So it starts with a thought. So I'll go back to where I started this morning, right? What is the quality of your most dominant thought? First of all, what is that most dominant thought? That was the first question. What is your most dominant thought right now? It'll follow you for the last couple of days, for the last week, probably for the last month. So I'll comment that it's been there for the last year. What is the quality of the thought? Seen a comment here from Marshy, same thing Nicole spoke about yesterday. It's a law. It's a law. Like anybody trying to improve their mood, this is always where it starts. You can't go around it. You can't go around it. So going back to the question, what is the quality? Oh no, that part be the question. What is your most dominant thought? What has it been over the last couple of days, weeks, months, years? Like no matter where I do, that thought keeps coming. What is the quality of the charge that is on that thought? That's the next question for you to reflect on. So the thought might look like, boy, I am so and so and so. Right? So the thought can be an I am thought. The thought can also be around your situation. I have, I don't have. This hurts, this feels, don't deserve, or I deserve. Right? I'm not ready. I don't know how to. People don't like me. People are going to judge me. What if I fail? What will they say? They are already saying, people think I am. What is that thought that has been your most dominant thought? What has been the quality of the thought? Does it carry a positive charge in your body? Does it carry a negative charge in your body? If it's positive, we're going to work with it because that's good. Positive thoughts are charging up our mind, our mood, and our behavior to do the things that can bring us positive momentum, right? But if it's a negative charge, we have to shape and shape it up. Have to. Because we can't allow that negative charge in the thought to keep us low, to keep us lacking in confidence, to keep us unsure and uncertain of ourselves, to keep us afraid. We can't allow that. So we have to go trade in the low vibration, low quality thoughts, them. Trade them in. Say, you know, I'm bringing this back to the dealer. Can I get another one off the shelf, please? And decide what those high quality thoughts are going to be for us. As I say, everybody with the Success Farmers Guide has this. We didn't do any for the most recent orders because these were printed locally. But the other set of orders, they use an overseas printer to do those prints, and they don't offer us this particular thing. But when we go back to restock, well, not restock, when we launch our 2023 planner, I'm going to make sure to print a whole heap of these in bulk from the printer we had used initially. Going to also make them a little thicker because I didn't realize, I mean, as much as it says a morning mantra for all seasons, I've been using this all morning, every morning, right? So we're going to make it a little thicker so it's stand up for the year. But yeah, what are those high quality thoughts? Where them there? Where you write them down? I write them in my planner. Every morning I get up. So outside of these that are on this, I write my own thoughts. I'm going to share one of them with you. I say you like it's one person on the live. Y'all, I'm going to share one with y'all. So every year, and if you've been following me for a while, every year I generate what I call my 4 truths, right? And that's probably why I have 4 mantras here too. Like, I love the concept of 4 mantras. You can do one for every quarter. You can do one for every week of the month. So I break quarterly in my brain. I break out 4 mantras. You can do it for each of your 4 life quadrants. So 4 has been a good number for me around mantras. So with those 4, I still have my 4 truths for 2022. Here's one of them. I'm a good mother who makes good decisions for my daughter. This is important for me. Like, I have to have a positive, constant charge around my parenting ability. Have to have a positive and constant charge around that. I'm a good mother who makes good decisions for my daughter. I have to know that every day, because every day I'm making decisions on her behalf. Another one, I will not pursue perfection, nor will its absence distract or discourage me. So if something not perfect, I'm not going to commit myself to making it perfect. I'm not going to get distracted by the perfect. I'm not going to be discouraged kind of perfect. I will not pursue perfection, nor will its absence distract and discourage me. I'm committed to my next best step. That was in my caption yesterday. That's a concept that I learned during one of my mastermind sessions inside the Harvest Hub. Tammy Chin Mitchell was a guest on that one. We did it in 2021, that particular mastermind. And that's one of the things she left us with. Look at your next best step, right? Because if you are worried about the 10, 15 perfect steps that you have to take, before you take step 1, you're stressed out. You can't even say, oh, you're going to get to step 2, much less step 23. And that will discourage you, right? So that's why you have to be careful what you think about. Are you thinking about all the steps that you need to take? Are you thinking about how all those steps have to be perfect? Or are you looking at and committed to your next best step? Because the next one easy, you know. The next best step is always easy. The next thing that you can do, like in the moment, like when you come off this live, the thing that you can do right now to service the goal, the thing that you can do like right now, the email where you can send right now, the phone call you can make right now, the WhatsApp where you can send right now, the workout where you can go do right now, the oats bars where you're going to make right now instead of for fry something. Like all of the thing that you can do next is always so easy. But when we start to think about the 35, we're just like, 35 are too much. Let me just take a bad step, yes, so, and then for step 2 now, I'm going to get step 2 right. I wait till I reach step 13 before I do that one day. No, man. Next best step. So I'll repeat that one because that seems to be resonating well with you as well. I will not pursue perfection, nor will its absence distract or discourage me. I am committed to my next best step. So this is when like all the work turn up on me. This work turn up, me don't know if it turn, right? And everything, do and everything. I'm going to say, you know what? Next best step. And that me a focus on right now. What is the best action I can take right now? And after I do it, look on the next best one. After I do it, I do the next best one. And before I do it, the work done. The work done, I'm done dead. Right? The work done, I'm done dead. So I ask again, where do you have those high quality thoughts put down for when you need them? Because sometimes and then you have to go jumping up in order to come out and disrupt the negative charge that comes with those low vibration thoughts that are carrying negative charges. Asking that question again in case you weren't able to answer it just before I leave. I'm saying it again slowly so you can write it down. You can think about it for the rest of the day. You can meditate on it. When you get your lunch break, just before you go to bed, you can come back to it and let me know what clarity came for you around the quality of thoughts you have and how you can improve the quality of them. Back to the questions, before we leave. What has been your most dominant thought? In the last couple of days, the last couple of weeks, months, years. Don't worry about length of time. The fact is, it has been the most dominant one. What has been the quality of the charge around that thought? Has it been positive or negative? If it's positive, we love it. We're going to keep it. We're going to amplify it. But if it has been a negative charge, what are you going to do to disrupt that with some higher quality thoughts? And where are you writing down the higher quality thoughts to combat that? Because the thought is important. Don't just sit there with the thought and tell yourself it's just a thought. Don't tell yourself you're not going to write down some positive affirmations because, Lord, it's just some affirmations. Remember, the negatively charged thought in your head is also an affirmation. But it's a negatively charged one. You're affirming the negative things in life. You're affirming the negative things in your capacity. You're affirming the negative things in your opportunities. Negative things in your relationship. Negative things about your inner self. So that is an affirmation too. So you have a negative affirmation working with now. We're going to put, so it's in quick reach, a positive affirmation to help jolt you out of that negative thinking. That's the homework. That's the life work. That's the Good Gas Monday work that I want you to do for this week. If a low vibration, low quality, negatively charged thought has been your dominant thought. It was for me in the last week, and I found a way to short circuit it. I just came back into awareness and I say, yo, what is this? What is this thought? What is this thought? So it doesn't mean I don't get to honor my friend and his memory. What it means is I can stop allowing low vibration thoughts to determine how I handle his passing. I'm have to handle it. Gotta handle it, gotta accept it. So am I gonna use low quality thoughts to deal with it, low vibration thoughts to deal with it, negatively charged thoughts to deal with it, or positively charged thoughts? Jump in on my affirmation them. Reshape how I have been thinking about my friend so that the vibration can be higher. So one of the things, and I'll share with you here, one of the things that helped me to get back on the high vibration, and I ended up posting about it, but it took a lot. Hey, look here. Anyways, that's why we need to meditate, right? Must have light some sage in the place and me just smudge. Anyways, but one of the thoughts that came to me, I wrote in the caption as well. I hate how he died, but I loved how he lived. And that is how the positively charged thoughts entered my spirit. Right? Because I had to talk myself through what was wrong about this, but also what was right while he was here. And I loved how he lived. He lived doing what he loved. Yeah? And that's the blessing. He was able to find his purpose, find his skill, find his talent, and use that to serve the world, use that for make money, use that for put food on the table, use that for put food on the daughter table. You understand? That was a blessing, and I'm happy that he was able to live that quality of life. That is a high quality life. That is a high quality life. And so, the quality of the thought started to change, the quality of the charge changed, the mind, the mood, the behavior was able to change. So, sharing with you what has worked for me in the hopes that it can also help you. I saw a question about accessing the mantras, right? I could just share them with you by text, because as I said, I don't have any more bookmarkers, or I can read them slowly and I write them down. Yes, save me having to send off emails this morning, guys, because I have to do some things, right? So I'm going to read it slowly, or I'm going to hold it up and you can take a screenshot. Let us do that. Let us do that. Tell me if this works for you, or you're seeing it in the reverse. Ooh, it's not focused yet. Tell me, it work, or are you seeing it back way? Rennie Boo with the strategy. I am going to take a picture of it and post it. Oh my gosh, with the strategy, like I forgot that my phone take picture and I can post a picture. So check my stories, all right? Check my stories and I will share that with you. And remember to answer those questions. If you weren't able to answer them now, reflect on it. What has been my most dominant thought in the last few days or weeks? Has it been carrying a positive charge for me mentally, physically, productively? Or has it been carrying a negative charge? And if it's been carrying a negative charge, what is the counter thought? What is the positively charged thought that I'm going to use to interrupt it? Because I cannot allow this low quality and low vibration thought to keep me in a bad mood, to keep me thinking bad things about myself and the people that I'm around and the job that I have and my financial situation and my prospects for the future. Can't have that. That will help me. I mean, can't allow it to affect the quality of work when I do this low vibration thought. So what am I going to use to counter it? What is the positive charge I'm going to use to ease that one day out of my consciousness? And then get up every day and water it. That is the most important part of it. Getting up every day and watering it. I recommend a morning routine. I call it a rising ritual. How do you get up in the morning? Make sure meditation and prayer is a part of that. Reflection and gratitude journaling, movement. I'm a big proponent of getting that exercise in early in the morning. Good Gas In, where you're taking in something like this or a podcast. You can subscribe to the Good Gas Mondays podcast as well. You can subscribe to my YouTube page, Krystal Tomlinson. But where are you getting that good dose of energy each morning to just charge you up and fuel you positively? Because remember, the negative are going to come in, on the bad gas are going to come in the other day. You know that. So how do you get yourself full on the right stuff and full early? And good gas out. How are you giving good things to others? How are you using your word, your experience, your time to serve people? And every morning it can be a message to somebody, bigging up somebody, blessing up somebody, saying thank you to somebody, but just giving good energy out. And also making sure that you're topping up with your good energy each morning. So make sure you have a rising ritual. Another process that we walk you through in the Success Farmer's Guide to help you design a ritual to wake up in the morning. And it includes some productivity planning as well. So that is it for my Good Gas Mondays reflection today. Thank you all so much for joining live. Moya, bless you for all the interaction and the engagement. I appreciate it. Leonie Anderson, you are so welcome. KT Music, Laws of Attraction. There you go. You're welcome. As3L, Jenna, thank you so much for joining me. Too Short, bless you. Otis, bless you. That Jamaican girl, Tash, Kadeen Campbell. I'm definitely going to post this one. I usually post on my page for a little bit and then put it on YouTube, which makes it super simple to search and actually find the episodes that you're looking for versus going through all my videos and hoping you book up on the right one. So I can index it better on the YouTube. So I'll put it on the page for a little bit, but when you check and you don't see it, just head straight over to YouTube. It's likely to be, even in my stories, for you to be able to do that. Click and go to YouTube thing. Too Short, Ree, you're welcome. You're welcome. Artistic Moya, blessings. Nikki, blessings. Jules, 1840. Rich Ignition, how are you doing? You're welcome. You're welcome, Mama. Thank you. Carrie, you're welcome. So yeah, that's it. Bless up Kadeen from Canada. She'll be coming Canada in August in a Kadeen. I'll share more with the community and see if we can do a link up. Canada in August and the US in October. So yeah, I'm thinking about how to organize some link ups and some check-ins with, you know, the Good Gas family, the success farmers who are into the foreign, right? It's gonna be a great opportunity. Hey Bella, how you doing, Queen? Bless up to you and the little one. Auntie fiance, lots of love and blessings to you on your engagement and your soon-to-be nuptials. Intentional Tia, gifts are us. Jill Scott, thank you everybody for joining live and for the positive vibration and the encouragement that you give to me right through the day and the week. So have a great one. KD, in terms of the planner, you said books. I'm assuming it's the planner you're talking, right? We have it available on the successfarm.com/planner. I'll also do a post in my stories that allows you to kind of click right through. But it's thesuccessfarm.com/planner. You order, we ship to you. And if you're in Jamaica, we're also able to do some local deliveries. We have some copies on hand, so that can be done as well. Oh, hey Latoya, the Canada fam is out. The fam in the UK is also out. This is a good time, right? Because the UK still in at the daytime now, right? Hi Marcia. All right, so this workout is definitely coming out in my pores. But yeah, start my day good and I feel proud of myself. I did half a bottle this morning because I was rushing, but I'm going to fill it up to the top so I can get 1 gallon for the day. But yeah, if you'd like a copy of the book, it's on my website at thesuccessfarm.com/planner. And if anybody here has sent me any message related to the public speaking course and wanting to register, that link is also in my bio. And that link is thesuccessfarm.com/speakwithcourage. So taking the opportunity to answer the question in case it's in my DM and I don't see it yet. Thank you guys. Have a great Monday and an amazing week. Lots of love, lots of blessings, and lots of high quality thoughts with positive charges to impact in a positive way your mind, your mood, and your behavior. Bless up yourself. Love you. Bye.